My boyfriend had a group of 3 guys and 1 girl. Before introducing me to them, he gave me a serious warning. If you dare bully that girl, we're breaking up immediately. I nodded obediently, but inside, I was thrilled. Stealing the spotlight from the group's princess? That's exactly what girls like me do best. After being confronted by Emily about swimming, I looked hurt, about to explain, when Ryan and James both spoke at once. Sarah's leg cramped. She didn't mean it. Emily, don't talk to her like that. Physical contact is normal when teaching someone to swim. Emily, you and Derek have been all over each other. And Sarah didn't say anything. The moment they spoke, the air went still. Emily's eyes turned red with disbelief. You're yelling at me because of Sarah? After their words came out, James and Ryan both looked stunned. They seemed confused about why they defended me. Hearing Emily's tearful voice, both guys immediately looked regretful. James frantically apologized, grabbing Emily's hand and hitting himself with it. I'm sorry, Emily, I wasn't yelling at you. Hit me if it makes you feel better. Ryan gently wiped the tears from Emily's face. Emily, don't cry. Derek's face had been dark the entire time. He couldn't help but say sarcastically, people who don't know better would think Sarah's your girlfriend. I'm her actual boyfriend, and I'm not even this worked up. Ryan shut his mouth guiltily. James raised his voice defensively. What girlfriend? I only want Emily. I don't want any girlfriend. The two of them spent forever comforting Emily before she finally stopped crying. Just when I thought Emily would calm down, she suddenly looked at me. The moment our eyes met, my expert radar went off. Sarah, I thought we could be friends, but you're just like all the others. The first thing you did after joining this group was try to turn the 4 of us against each other. But you're better than them. This is the first time they'd ever been mean to me because of an outsider. Emily's voice was full of sadness. Why? We're both girls. Why can't we just get along? Why do you have to compete with me? With Emily's words, I could clearly feel Ryan's gaze turn cold and distant again. James went back to the unexplained hostility he'd had when we first met. Derek's face darkened. Sarah, did you do this on purpose? I thought to myself, well, talk about the pot calling the kettle black. Wasn't Emily the one who'd been competing this whole time? No wonder this group had such a terrible reputation. Derek, James, and Ryan were all pretty good looking, but girls at school avoided them like the plague. With a manipulative childhood friend like Emily, Derek's ex-girlfriends must have had it rough. But now that they'd met me, I was going to teach her a lesson. I blinked, tears welling up in my eyes. I'm sorry, Emily, Derek went to teach you to swim, and I was bored, so I asked James and Ryan to help me. I thought we were already friends. I didn't realize you never considered me part of the group. I was being presumptuous. I lowered my head, tears glistening in my eyes. I bit my lip until it turned pale, struggling to hold back my tears as I said to Derek, let's break up. Derek's eyes widened. His face showed a flash of irritation. If you didn't mean it, then forget it. It's not that big a deal. When did I say I wanted to break up? Don't overthink it. Emily's always encouraging us to get girlfriends. She definitely wants to be your friend. James and Ryan awkwardly tried to convince me too. Yeah, Emily was just talking. She really wants to hang out with girls. Emily stood there frozen, forced to put on a smile. She grabbed my hand and shook it, her expression sweet and innocent. Sarah, what are you talking about? Of course I want to be your friend. That's why I was so hurt. I'm just glad you weren't trying to drive a wedge between the 4 of us. Derek frowned slightly, vaguely sensing something odd about Emily's words, but he quickly pushed the feeling aside and reached out to put his arm around my shoulder. Don't you want to learn to swim? I'll teach you myself. James and Ryan can teach Emily today. But I stepped aside, avoiding Derek. My voice was tearful but firm. No, I want to break up with you. Derek was clearly stunned. Why? Emily's eyes flickered as she urgently asked me. Sarah, you really do mind that I exist, don't you? Her sad gaze swept over the 3 guys. It's all because of me that you can't keep girlfriends. Derek, don't worry about me. Focus on your girlfriend.